Welcome to this first video in Unit 5 about mixing basics. So here I will explain you what is important when it comes to live mixing. So first thing, maybe there is actually not a lot of rules on how to do it exactly. There's so many different kinds of music, there's so many different bands, so many tastes and flavors each sound engineer and each band has. So there is really a lot of different ways to do it, and there's not a lot of mandatory things here. But there is, of course, a few important things to consider, and this is what I would like to talk about. So our main goal when mixing should always be to have a transparent sound image. Sound of the band should be amplified as natural as possible. So we don't want to change instruments too much. We don't want to basically if you would listen to the band playing without any speakers turned on, this is what we want to have just amplified. So you really want to have it transparent. You want every instrument be hearable in the mix. Every instrument should somehow stick out of the mix a little bit so it can be heard. Yeah, that's the important things here. I think whenever you do extreme settings in EQ, compressors or gates, that is a sign that you might have a problem with the current mix you should look at. Also very important, talk to the band members and discuss how the song is supposed to sound. So don't decide yourself how to do the mix, but always also interact with the band leader as good as possible. So talk to him before the show or after the show, like if it was what he expected, if you mix it how he expects it, or if you have questions to certain parts of the songs, ask him what is the goal with this part of the songs, what do you want to reach the people's ears. So all of these questions you should talk about with a band leader. In general, let me quickly talk a little bit about the relationship from a sound guy to the band. I think in general a good relationship between a band and the sound people is really important and crucial, because the whole band, they trust you. They trust you as a sound guy that you do your job right, and they heavily depend on you, because if you mess it up they cannot do their job properly. So they have to trust you a lot, and that's not always easy for all the band members. So that's why it is even more important that you get to know each band member also outside of the event. So make sure you don't see them the first time at the event. Make sure you also see them at other places already, so that you have the opportunity to talk to them and to build a good trust level. So yeah, if possible, hang out with the band in addition to the event, especially if it is a regular, reoccurring event, always the same band. There is high importance that you know the band well and have good teamwork with the band. You're the second most important person of the band. Most sound guys don't realize that they're actually really important. When they mess it up, the experience the audience will have will be bad. So if I would have to do like a ranking, I would probably put you first, second position after the worship or the band leader. I think you're really second most important probably after the band leader, because it's nice to have another instrument, it's nice to have another backing vocal or whatever, but if the sound guy's not there, it does just not work. So what you do is really important. All the signals, everything anyone does on stage goes through your console, through your mixer. So you have quite a responsible. You're responsible for a lot, and you should be aware of that and act accordingly. If the teamwork with the band doesn't work, the quality of the sound coming from the band will be bad. That I talked about a lot now already. If they cannot trust you, they will mess it up. If they're mad at you, they will mess it up. If they mess it up, you get bad sound from them and you cannot mix it well. So make sure they feel comfortable with you as a sound guy, so that they can do their job as good as possible. So that's it from me for the moment. We will see each other in the next video, where we talk about 3 levels or 3 stages of a transparent mix. See you there.